Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X. And in previous episode we did manage to send Axelium to exploring again. We did manage to save the other exploring ship. And we did get a tiny bit of research done. So actually have a look, what are we going to get next? I mean, we got the lasers previously. Damage control is going to be next one, it's going to be in September by the looks of it. Then in December we're going to get the tiny fuel storage, which is good, because we do need that for the fighters, I think. Because currently they have way too much fuel, and I mean, technically if we were using the 2 layers of armor, we could make the fighters already, but at the same time we're probably going to need... That's actually a good point. Let's design a BDC. Is there a hangar? No. There's probably one listed down here somewhere. Fighter base, there we go. Basically it doesn't need anything else but a hangar. Or a few hangars. Maybe we'll go for 5 of the hangar decks. There we go. I don't think it really needs anything else right now. Doesn't need the fuel, because the fighters can refuel from the planet. Oh right, the fighter crew will need berths. That's true. And we can technically lower that. I'll go with 1 month. For role-playing purposes, I suppose. Right, and we need to get the crew quarters. So if it's going to be 10, we're going to go with the assumption that it's going to be about 12 per fighter. Well, 140 is close enough. And we'll rename this to... Fighter base. We could actually give some more creative name, but that's a placeholder name. We can rename that later. Prefabricate in 3 sections. Capacity 5 tons. Deployment time 1 month. 5 crew berths. I think this is fine. I don't... Hold on, armor 5.2. Wait, what? Oh, the BDCs have minimum armor by the looks of it. Fair enough. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to build these though. They'll cost almost 600 per each, but we can get these to have a little bit of fighters at the planets themselves, which I think will be useful. Or at least we can produce fighters before we have the carriers to pick them up. Or if we have some extra fighters on different fighter types, then we can shift them back and forth. But yeah, I think this is going to be fine for the time being. But yeah, we have the Tark and the Explorer here in Moonin. Other than that, let's have a look. Did we get the... We've got 29 auto mines here. We did pick up the stockpiles here, which means that have we brought them back yet? No, since the thing hasn't been done yet. But the annual production is dropping quite heavily in Valhalla. It still has some production, but we definitely need to... I mean, this Corundium is... okay, with 5 auto mines, it's producing some, but it's not that great. How much do we have in Valhalla still? 47,000, that's a decent amount. I think we may need to start producing a bit extra factories at this point. We'll build another 100. I think we're gonna go with about 20%. Great, we can drop the speed of building the research labs right now. I think we need construction factories a bit more. This is something that I should have kept doing a lot more before, so I'm not sure if we can salvage this anymore. But we'll see. We will see. Okay. No, I don't think there's anything that is stopping us from using the auto-turns, actually. Ship construction, we got another fisherman. Now, to be fair, we could send some of the fishermen to Valhalla if we wanted to, because they can move there on their own. And I think that's what we're going to do with the 2 fishermen, because I know that we will be getting another one in due time. Well, in April next year, so it's not that close, in all honesty. Right, yeah, just make one of those. Once again, I don't think we have any of the... No, we've run out of those, and we can technically scrap the gravitational survey sensors now, because we don't use the regular ones anymore. So that's going to give us 360 tons of uridium, which I suppose is good. Still got 40,000 tons here in Valhalla waiting as a reserve, but yeah, we're going to have to ship pretty much all the mines away from Valhalla as soon as we can. And now we are producing the infrastructure very slowly, but we should be able to increase the size of Njord eventually. Right. Let's keep on going. Oh, but I forgot to... Right, I forgot to send the fishermen out. That's probably what I'll do. I'll send the 2 fishermen that are currently waiting in Valhalla, because clearly the target is going to take a while still before it's ready, so detach that, quickly grab the other one. I know that I could probably do, or select multiple ships over here, or can I? I don't know. But anyway, we'll send these. They have a decent speed, actually, for something that is not meant to move all that much. So, Tunastrand, Volskjal, Task Group, Fishing Fleet, move to join. There we go. So that should increase the production there. Let's actually have a look. How much are we producing there right now? Because I don't remember. It's actually probably a bit too much for that asteroid. Or at least the mass driver, but that's not the end of the world. We can get another one there eventually, and then the backlog will be taken out. And the moon over here is now producing actually quite a bit. So Valhalla is now producing... Oh wait, that's 1500 P and not... Okay, looked at those a bit wrong, that's fine. We can actually at least double the amount of miners on this asteroid then without a problem. So that's good. And that's gonna be increasing the volume in the moon here that we can then ship back to Valhalla, but I'm not gonna ship them unless there's at least like 5,000 minerals there, or 5,000 tons, because it's not gonna be that much worth shipping. Or sure enough, the resources, if we are having a shortage, then we're going to have to bring them in. But if we don't have a huge shortage, then we can just let it pile up there and save up some fuel when we ship them. Now, we are getting a bit closer to the unexplored jump point here. I'm interested to see where it leads. I mean, with my luck, it's probably going to lead to Ladura, and there's going to be the hostile one. Oh. The freighter couldn't be refueled in Nastrand, so the Nastrand whaling fleet really needs more super construction. We got another freighter of the Gnar 2 variant. Longboat fleet has finished overhaul. Construction brigade in Valhalla. Oh, right, and that reminds me, let's pause that for a quick moment. I mean, it is paused right now anyway, but, so we got the unit trained. We do want to build more, but we might want to get a replacement battalion, just in case. I don't think we have any right now, no, but having a few of those is not going to be a bad idea. And then we got the construction brigade. Let's have a look. It's this one that has 4. If we bring in one more, we should be able to build these automated mines a bit faster at least. It's still going to take a while, but we're going to increase the volume of mining done in here somewhat organically. It's not going to be a very quick increase. I think it will be okay. It's just going to require per million population 8,700. Yeah, not going to be colonizing this place, I'm afraid. What's the problem here? Ooh, right, it's a bit toasty. Surface temperature is 2,672 Celsius. Okay then. Yeah, we're not going to be colonizing this. It's just going to be one thing that I might want to consider. I mean, I haven't researched that yet. Getting the... is it over here? Or is it on logistics? Is it terraforming? Oh no, it should be in biology. Terraforming module. We might want to get that one and this one actually as well. At some point. If we could get the terraforming module, we could make a kind of a whaler or something like that with the terraforming modules instead of harvesting stuff, and send those to, for example, terraform Njord or the Zjoffen V2. Well, if I remember correctly, the problem over here is low temperature and low oxygen levels. We can increase the oxygen levels first, and then we can fix the temperature issue. And that should make this a pretty good place to live in. Right. We are getting the construction factories rather quickly, actually. Well, somewhat quickly. It's going to be producing about... it's only about 10 per year. That's not as high as I thought it would be. The research lab production has slowed down quite significantly now, but that's not the end of the world. Of course, we do still need more research, but right now, increasing the production volume is probably not a bad idea. And if we can get the infrastructure built as quickly as possible, we can then get the mass drivers to increase the mining in areas, and we can keep on fueling the construction increase. Because that is something that we should have been doing for a long while. Alright, we got the freighter. We should probably assign that to one of the fleets. Right, we got the freighter and the colony ship. I mean, those two are actually faster vehicles that we have. We could make that into a new freighter group. With the increased speed and lowered fuel usage, that might not be a terrible idea actually. So I'll detach you. Assign you there. Oh, I suppose we'll just rename this into Freighter 5. We can equalize the fuel. It should have a decent range now. And the speed is a bit higher than the regular ones, so that's good. We may want to actually build another freighter. Start replacing some of the older freighters with new ones, because I know that they are more fuel efficient. So that would, I mean, the carrier capacity and such are still the same, but the increased speed and more miles per gallon, so to speak, it would be useful. Yeah, we'll set up another one of those to be built. Actually, maybe we'll build 2 of them. task over there. And we'll do the same over here. Actually, we could get another transport ship. I don't remember, do the transport ships have... just wondering, do they have the jump engine? Let me have a quick look. I don't remember. It does have a jump drive. So we could technically use the transport ships as jump tenders for right now. Of course, it's still fairly expensive on jump tender, but since we don't have that huge amount of troops yet to transport, we can do most of that with just one of them. Let me have a look. It's the first transport ship that we have. It's the Knar one, so that's the older model. We could technically leave or send this one to be on the Moonin jump point, so we can then start using freighters that side as well. And the the fisherman is not going to be necessarily the best idea to send down that way alone, because it's just a long distance. On the other hand, we could send it to the jump point between Alta and Sjoffen. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Right. And I just wonder, how long range does he have? As in, will it have enough fuel? Maybe we'll add in, I don't know, another 200,000 fuel. That is 500,000 liters, that's going to be plenty. Right, so let's select the wrong button to transfer. I'm going to ferry the, what's it called, the construction brigade, and we can drop it on the Ymir A1. And we move through Nastrand, go to Alta, and go to Sjoffen, and move to. And then we can let that transport stay there, because it has a jump engine. It's not very fuel efficient necessarily, and we don't need all that many. We can build a new one from the colony thing here. So add that task. So the military ships are the only ones that we're not building right now. We don't have a huge fuel reserve here anymore, which is slightly concerning. I wonder if we have a look at the... I suppose we can check it through here a bit quicker. So the Ymir whalers have 4 million liters of fuel. Sjoffen has 2 million. Nastrand has... ooh, 300,000. That's not a lot, to be fair. Okay, the Freighter 4 has completed orders. That means that we have a bit more resources to work with in Valhalla. Yeah, we got a decent bit just recently. 7,000. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Mass drivers are still bringing in some uranium and a little bit boronite, corundium, and iridium here. Now, the one thing that I could do is, first of all, Valaskjal, this one is a good place to mine in. We have the Freighter 1 currently idle, so if we go to Ymir, yeah, the Freighter 1 is over here. Well, look, how much do they have fuel? Oh, almost full. What I may need to do is refuel at the Ymir whalers, though. But basically, what I could do is I could start picking up... God damn it, I don't remember which moon it was. Pull that to the side. We'll check it from here real quick. Moon 1 of Ymir 5. Ymir 5, Moon 1. We are going to load up automated mines. Go through Nastrand, go to Valaskjal, and go to the Moon 9, unload automated mines, go back to Nastrand, Ymir, task groups, whalers refuel from target fleet, and I repeat that 9 times. So we'll get 30 of the mines away from there, because it's not going to be mining all that much, and Valaskjal is going to be much better for that. Oh, we already dropped the unit, by the looks of it. So if we have a look at this, there should be now... I mean this one. Yes, there's now currently 5 of the construction brigades there, and they are building at a decent speed actually. 90 per year, which is still less than half a mine per year, quite frankly, so we will need to bring in more construction brigades here, but we do need to start building other units as well. We can't focus too much on the construction brigades anymore. But yeah, this place will be producing some minerals for a very long time, and once we get more mines in here built, but I don't think it's worth shipping more mines here, quite frankly. I mean, we got the reserves for building stuff already. Not huge reserves, mind you, but a little bit. We will increase the annual productions somewhere down the line, and this one is just... Coronium is good, but at the same time we don't need huge amount of mines here because it's the only thing that it produces. And over here, I think... Oh, the freighter is currently on its way there. Okay, never mind then. But we're basically abandoning Ymir's mining. Ooh! Wait a minute. Moonin takes to Nastrand. Okay then. Let's refresh the map data over here, and if we move Ymir, oh, that's caps lock. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that works. And if we line up, save positions. Although it might be actually better on the other side. Line up and save positions. There we go. Because we don't know any of the jump points or extra jump points here. But that's interesting. Now, of course, the distance is a lot longer that direction than this direction. But that's the first loop that we have. It's a rather small loop, but fine. So there's no more places to explore there. Well, since we got Axelian here in Nastrand instead, let's actually have a look at Moonin real quick. What would be the closest point? We could send... On the other hand, we could send... Hold on. Siofan. Are there places that we haven't explored here? I mean, I know that there's that. We haven't done the jump point exploration here. So we could technically send in Axelian to Siofan to do the jump point exploration there. So go through Alta and go to Siofan. And then we're going to switch it around the priorities here. There we go. Oh, right. The time skips are going to be a bit of a problem, and it's not even stopping them. Come on, game. There we go. A bit over. I'm just going to quickly even out at the top of the day, but we are actually out of time, so while I'm doing this, if you enjoyed this episode, please don't like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.